You're listening to Hotep Ish with your host, Dewan B. Intelligent Ish Talk, intelligent shit talk, where we balance the profound with the profane. Political satire, celebrity and expert guests, information and entertainment, conversation and solutions. Leave your feelings at the door.
What up, y'all? I am here. Bringing that intelligent ish talk. That intelligent shit talk. We live. Yes. Somebody asked, I do readings. Yes, I do. And I decided, you know what? Earlier today, I was like, let me go on live and do some readings. Because there's a lot of things that goes on. People don't understand, man. Look. When it comes to relationships, who your potential spouse can be, who the kind of people, friendships, when it comes to career, choice, all that stuff is in your cards. All of it. So for people who are down, if you down, I'm gonna read some birthdays. I have a couple people who, when I announced the show earlier, they emailed me. It was like, hey, I want my stuff read, but they wanted to remain anonymous. I said anonymous. Lord. I said anonymous. They want to remain anonymous, so I'm gonna read them first. And then for those of you later on, if you got the courage to, I want you to give me a call. I want you to put your birthday in, and I want you to call me. I'm not going to post a number yet because I don't want any Skype calls now. But we will be taking your calls later on because I want to hear your reaction. I want to see if I'm on point or not, you know? So that's what I'll be doing as the night goes on. First, I want to welcome y'all and thank y'all again. I'm going to play this quick ad from my sponsor, then we're going to get right to it.
The Cosmic Alignment Workshop, Sunday, May the 15th. That's Sunday, May the 15th, featuring King Simon, the Numeral Vader. And don't forget, the one, the only, Coach Helen, spiritual business and Zen Bar owner, with Blue Pillar 44, the 44 Resonator, alongside the one, the only, Ellison Nedra, the modern day sage. All happening at the Cosmic Alignment Workshop on May the 15th. Go get your tickets right now at zenbar.org. That's www.zenbar.org. That's right, it's the Cosmic Alignment Workshop on May the 15th. And don't forget, we'll be going to Delaware. That's right, on June the 19th. Make sure you come on out and have a good time with Lloyd Strayhorn, King Simon, and Ellison Nedra on June the 19th in Delaware.
Shouts out to King Simon. Hit up his conference and hit him up for numerology. You know, I'm into all this stuff. All this stuff, man. The things you want, getting down to that subconscious, what are the things holding you back? All that stuff can be found in the numbers. It can be found in the cards. It can be found astrologically. It can be found just through meditating. It also could be found through mushroom trips. Hey, all of it, all of it's real. These are the sciences. And for a long time, I was just like, you know what? Do I want to mix the sciences with my news programming? Because I know that'll turn some people off. You know what I mean? It's a lot of people that are still, you know, all the way Jesus, and they think this is some stuff that's gonna send you to hell. Then you got other people who, now they may not be religious, but they be thinking like, man, I ain't getting into all that. So me doing this on my channel the way it is, instead of creating a whole different new channel with a different audience, comes at a very costly, possibly costly risk to me and my viewership. But at the end of the day, if it ain't for them, it ain't for them. Kick rocks. I'm not about to dim what I do out of fear of what people may think. That's one of the things in life. You got to live without fear. And if it's in you, it's in you. You know what I mean? If that's your thing, then that's your thing. Nigga said, they'll be all right. You right about that. Andrew Como, you say you need a reading, so yeah. When I'm done with these couple first that I told people I'll read that emailed me, I'm gonna get to y'all. But what is cardology? Cardology is a science. Playing cards. Playing cards. The ones that you play spades with. The same cards you play Go Fish with. I Declare War. They divide the astrological chart into basically all 52 cards. And based on your birthday, and if I know the day the city you were born in and time you were born, I can get even more accurate. We can come up with basics about your personality. Now, everybody's at the end of the day is who they are. Everybody at the end of the day, you know what I mean? You still got your own free will. You still got your own point of view. What the cards do is basically uncover some of the talents, some of the things that are inside of you based on the day you were born. There are 52 cards in the deck. The 52 cards represent the 52 weeks in the year and 52 days for each time period. It also represents the total number of letters in the alphabet, 26 lowercase, 26 uppercase. The four suites, hearts, clubs, diamonds, and spades, they represent the four directions of time, the four seasons, the four elements, and the four basic laws of physics. Your hearts deal with your emotions. If your card has a heart in it, it's talking about those people tend to lead with their emotions. If you have a club in your card, that's mental. Clubs are people who are great speakers. I happen to be a club. Diamonds are glitzy people. Think diamonds, but dope financially. But think about how much a diamond has to go through to become a diamond. Lots of pressure. So yes, diamonds do have a glitz to them. But people who have diamonds in their deck tend to have certain amounts of pressure, especially young. And your spades are more spiritual people. So hopefully that's enough to tell you a little bit about what cardology is. Oh, and also there are 13 cards in each week. The 13 cards represents the amount of times the moon orbits the earth each year. Plus there's also 12 zodiacs in the sign, the 12 houses of astrology, plus the sun, 13. So basically at the end of the day, the whole ancient scientists came up with mathematics, and they based the playing cards based off of our astrological system. A lot of people don't know that. When you're dealing with playing cards, you're dealing with astrology disguised into a game. Because back in the day, when the church came and the church, the Catholic Church started to take over, they had to disguise a lot of the spiritual system in games. So with that being said, hopefully that's somewhat of an introduction of what cardology is and the science of cardology. I'm going to dig into some readings. What's up, Nino Black? What's up, Star? What's up, Tate? You said I was at Costco getting gas? Yes, I was. What's up, Quan? And y'all see me? Oh, shit. They said they saw me at Costco getting gas. Shit. Y'all be seeing me out there. My big ass, yes, what happened. That's why I can't talk too much shit. Oh, what's up, Sada? I got people in Facebook chapping in. Like most of the people here on YouTube. Yeah, all is well. He said, can you afford gas in LA? Yes, he can. Yes. It's expensive. Today Costco had the gas on the low today. It was $5.55 a gallon. That was pretty cheap. But I follow my instincts, nigga. I went and got a hybrid last summer. I said, you know what? I have a feeling about gas. I already had a pretty economically safe car with gas, but I went and got a hybrid. So I'm good. I got a hybrid. Now my hybrid costs as much to fill up as my regular car did before I got the motherfucker. What's up, Mark by Smith? But I'm going to go ahead and read the first person tonight. She doesn't want me to say her name, so I won't. But the birth date is June 8th, 1975. That's a 9 of diamonds. Okay. We're dealing with a 9 of diamonds person right here. Okay. Let me pull up. Let me read this. People who are 9 of diamonds, you don't have a middle ground. You don't have a middle ground. And let me tell you, first of all, let me pull up some other birthdays so I'm not just, if you're 9 of diamonds, your birthday falls January 18th, February 16th, March 14th, April 12th, May 10th, June 8th, July 6th, August 4th, or September 2nd. If any of you have a birthday within that was one of those days, this is for you. No middle ground. Tend to be fairly philanthropic. You like giving shit away. There are a lot of obstacles if you're a 9 of diamonds. And that's true with the 9 period. Anytime a 9 falls in your chart, 9, whether it be your birth year, your birth date adds up to a 9, it's pretty challenging because 9 is the number that encompasses all numbers beneath it. It's a high bar when you have a 9 anywhere in your chart. But the cool part about a high bar is the higher the bar, the higher the success. If that's your birth date, you're not weak. You're very strong. So use that strength to get through whatever you get through. You dig what I'm saying? The reason why I like doing cards is because based on your birthday, I can help you find some of your hidden talents. I can help you get through, because oftentimes, I wrote a book last year, No Time to Waste, how to find your hidden talents. That book really focused in on how to find your gifts within using your mind. With the cards, I can help you find the gifts that you didn't know existed. Or you may have thought they existed, but they was right there in front of your face. You didn't know. But also for 9 of diamonds people, you're the kind of people who are destined, you have a destiny about you. Like there's something in you that's inside of you that you can't explain. There's something inside of you that is just always there, and it wakes you up in the morning and you go to sleep thinking about it. If you're 9 of diamonds and that's you, and you don't do the things it takes to fulfill that promise, you're going to be stressed out like a motherfucker. So make sure you do the things inside of you that you feel. You also, as a 9 of diamonds, have to learn how to put other people ahead of you. Because one thing about those diamonds cards, you glitz and glamour. So you generally put yourself first, especially as a 9 of diamonds. And it's good to always put yourself first, but you have to learn how to balance that shit with the people around you. On a subconscious level, you're a master in perception, coaching, and financial support. You're the kind of person that probably always has money to give to somebody else. Or even if you don't have the money to give to somebody else, when somebody comes to you needing money, you find a way to get it. So for the person that's a 9 of diamonds that hit me up and said you wanted to be read, hopefully this hits home somewhere for you. Now, I'm about to open it up to y'all. Let's see what y'all want to do. If you down, you want to call in, because I don't want to seem like I'm just talking into a vacuum. Give me a call. Give me your birth date. Because really what I want to focus on today is relationships and like whatever it is internally, your gifts. Because a lot of people have gifts, but you don't know what they are. I thank you for posting my book, Star. Hey, get the book. If you feel like it, call in. If not, just type your birthday in the chat room. He said, Mr. Okay. I'm reading y'all chats. Oh shit, we got my cousin in this motherfucker. All right, I'm reading you. Okay, the first one, September 8th. What year, September 8th? That one coming through Facebook. We live on Facebook, YouTube, Twitter. You said September 8th. September 8th, what year? 09. September 8th, what year? Oh, September 8th. You were 3 of diamonds. Oh, 1981? All right, cool. You were 3 of diamonds. 3 of diamonds, that's... Oh, shit. Hold on, caller. Let me shut off the phone line real quick. Let me finish this reading on September 8th. And then call me right back. Call me right back. Call me right back, all right? Call me right back. Because I got to do my 3 of diamonds. One thing about you diamonds, again, like I said, you're a diamond. That means, first of all, I know I'm dealing with somebody who has a lot of refinement. Diamonds, you have a little fanciness to you. You know what I mean? If you're 3 of diamonds, you're a little bit fancy. You not only are you fancy, you're somebody who that 3 indicates a level of balance. It only takes three legs to balance a table. So I know I'm dealing with somebody that has a level of balance to them. Also, as a 3 of diamonds, let me see here. Let me think. Let me think. Sometimes I gotta just really. Sometimes I gotta really channel this shit. You know, 3 of diamonds. You have a lot of wisdom. You have a lot of wisdom. You're very aware of yourself. But you also have this urge to protect it, like to overly protect yourself. As a 3 of diamonds, you're somebody who sometimes gets a little bit petrified with protection. That's something that you got to watch out of, because you got to know that fear is something that we create in our mind oftentimes. There's really nothing out there to fear. But 3 of diamonds people tend to fear and create fears a little bit too much. So you got to watch out for that. Because one thing about fear, and that's why I said, because what I'm feeling is, fear there. Fear will get in the way of anything big that you got planning for yourself. So you got to really watch out for that. Whatever that fear is that's coming up in front of you, that's something that you got to look like square in the eye and deal with and confront those fears up front. You got to do that. You got to confront your fears up front. You also can tend to become victims of unreliable friends. Watch the people around you. If you don't watch closely who's around you and who you kick it with, you can get in some messed up situations. So I want you to watch out for that. All right, now I had a caller call in. Caller, call back. Caller, call back. But that's the biggest thing you got to watch out for. You got to watch out for the people around you. What's up, caller? What's your name? Where you calling from?
How you doing, brother? My name's Eugene, calling from Fort Worth, Texas.
Eugene from Fort Worth, Texas. Oh, shit.
What?
Nah, it's funny. I mean, I said that because I had
my birthday or what?
I have 4 or 5 people that's recently subscribed to my show specifically from Fort Worth, not Dallas, but Fort Worth. That's what's up.
I'm from Fort Worth.
Yeah.
So what's up? I couldn't hear you at first, my brother. My phone was cutting out.
It's all good. What's your birthday?
February 14th, 1987.
Oh, you February 14th. Oh, you on them Valentine's
Yes, sir.
Day, motherfuckers.
Unfortunately.
You said unfortunately. What year?
Yeah, at 1987.
Oh, so you why is it? Oh, you a Jack of Diamonds.
Okay, what's that mean?
Okay, what that means is Jack of Diamonds is also the card of the United States.
Okay.
Jack of Diamonds, it's a card that are you really good like with the mouthpiece talking to people?
Yeah, I'm good with people. Yeah, I'm real good with people.
Like when it come down to it, you know how to basically dibble dabble through whatever needs to get done with your words, right?
Oh yes. I'm very good with social interacting, especially with the other race. I'm very good with white people. Just be.
Oh yeah, so you're
they'll assume that I'm white until they see me.
Yeah, you get the call for the job, but then when you show up to the interview, they like, what?
Yeah, they were like, "You're Eugene?" I'm like, "Yeah, I'm Eugene Edward Thompson III. How you doing?" Nice to meet you.
And that's the thing with Jack of Diamonds. Like, you guys have the gift of gab.
Mm-hmm.
So you want to make sure you use that to your advantage.
Yes, sir.
Don't look at that as something that you don't take that for granted. That's one of your superpowers. Like, we all have superpowers in life, and that's one of them for Jack of Diamonds.
I can sense that.
Yeah, and so use that, and it'll take you a long way.
I use it in my professional life, so that's what
you say. Say that again.
With that. I use it in my professional life, like you said, like getting a job and stuff, like talking to interviewers or just contractors or different type of people. I'm just good with talking to people, getting information out of them.
That's good. What kind of field of work do you do, if you don't mind me asking?
Right now, I'm in the IT field. I'm going for cybersecurity.
Okay.
I'm in the beginnings of that, so I see how the world turning, and that's where I'm going. But before, I'm a construction, like a commercial electrician.
Okay. Yeah, it's funny
I
you
was in
said
the military and all that jazz.
I know someone who's a Jack of Diamonds, and they're also going into the IT field. That's crazy.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, and you also got to know, one thing you got to caution for is, what you're willing to sell. You want to make sure you maintain your integrity, whatever it is you do. Don't, if you're a salesperson, if you're in sales, you want to make sure that whatever you sell, whatever packaging, whatever it is you're doing in selling, you want to make sure that you do it with integrity. And then, you know what I mean, whatever you do, because with you being a Jack of Diamonds, it's a very glitzy card. It's a royal card. And like the United States,
nice.
it's a very royal card. So like the United States it sells you, but the United States sells you a bunch of bullshit too. You know what I mean?
Exactly. Oh yeah, for real. For real. Trust me, I was in the military. I didn't see it.
Yeah. Yeah. You must have. You want to make sure you stay in a profession that's productive, and IT is definitely that's a very productive profession. So
yes, sir. It's
the more you stay into that, the more you stand in alignment with what you do.
Cool beans.
Are you attracted to mature women?
Yeah. Damn, bro. This is like I didn't think you was gonna catch on. It's like, okay, hold up. I was like, yeah, I do like the mature women. I like older women, but I like them young too. But I don't like their mindset. Their mindset just be like, man, I can't even talk to you.
Yeah, you like the young for the skins. You like the older for everything else. You dig?
Yes, sir.
You are who you are. Yeah, nice. You are who you are. That's the thing about the cards. It shows you that, everyone has their own personality type. And whatever personality type you are, you don't want to feel guilty for it. You want to be proud of it. You know what I mean? Life, if you different as people, if we different than what the mainstream say is the right thing, sometimes as people, we can start feeling guilty for that. Don't feel guilty for it, man. If whatever your get down is, whatever your get down is. And anybody who don't like it, they can basically kiss your ass.
For real. Brother, I have a question.
Yeah.
Is this like numerology or something like that?
Similar to cardology, it's similar to tarot, but it's actually older than tarot cards.
Okay.
But it's a combination of tarot, astrology, and numerology. It's really bringing all of the sciences together. And
nice, like gematria type stuff, or what?
Yeah. And so,
nice. I was just learning about that.
Yeah, so like all of this stuff is a scientist, and based on your birth chart, based on when you were born, we can get general ideas. Now with it, there's a high vibration to everything, and there's a low vibration to everything, right?
Okay, so what's the low vibration?
So it's like your low vibration is what you get to if you if you don't follow your inner urges, your inner, what's inside of you. What city were you born in?
New Orleans.
Do you know what time you were born?
I want to say like nighttime. It was a Saturday. I believe it was like 7, like around that time, evening or that time.
Around like 7 in the evening?
I believe. Yeah, okay. Like 7 in the afternoon. I don't like, to be honest, I don't. That's what I'm assuming.
Okay.
But I think it's around 7.
Okay, that just helps me get a little deeper with how the way you should make your decision is to listen to your instincts. Don't make decisions with your mind. Make decisions with, like, if you have a major decision, you want to make sure you get real quiet and go with your gut instinct. That will never lead you wrong.
Yeah, you're right about that, because I tend to overthink.
Yeah, if you make decisions out of your thoughts, you're going to make the wrong decision. You got to get quiet, and that quiet voice, the one that comes first before your doubt comes, that voice, listen to that voice. If you get in a constant mode of getting used to listening to that voice inside of you, you're gonna be good. Also, you're the kind of person that, you kind of like to choose where you're around. You know what I mean? You don't really like to be forced to be anywhere. You like to have some sort of control over your daily environment, right?
Dang. Yeah, for real. I don't like being told what to do. Like, now I'm going to do the opposite of that now. Because you told me to do it. Like, you know what? I'm going to go that way now. Just because you told me not to. I'm going to go see for myself.
Yeah. Yeah,
right,
man.
Bro.
But you multi-passionate.
On the head.
Multi-hybrid, you're here to accomplish many things, man. So all those things that are inside of you that you want to do, get them done.
Hey, I appreciate your advice, brother. Damn, I didn't think it was going to come. I was like, you kind of shocking me right now. I'm kind of scared. Like, what's going on here? You know me? I appreciate that, brother.
Yes, sir, man. I appreciate the call.
No problem, man. Keep doing your thing, man. I love you on Craig Facts.
Man, much love, man. You have a good one.
You too.
Yeah, see that. Thank you for the updates, Tank. Y'all watching that Tank fight. The reason why I started this broadcast so late was because I was hoping the Tank fight would be over when I started. But I have to commit. When I told you guys the time I wanted to commit to it, I would have. And one thing that messed it up was I was having computer issues. That's why I wasn't right on time. But what's up, Carter? Can you please mute me in the background, please, and then tell me your name and tell me your birthday.
Down real quick, my bad, brother.
It's all good.
Yeah, this is Jason. This is Jay. And my birthday is 12/1/74. I was born at 3:46 a.m.
You said 12 December 1st.
1/74.
74. And what time were you born?
3:46 a.m.
Okay. You said 3:46 a.m. What city?
Torrance.
Torrance Memorial?
Yep.
Nigga, that's where I was born.
What? Yeah, I know. I'll be fucking with you on Craig Facts. I'm like, yeah, he's my type of dude. I grew up in Linwood. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, that's my birth hospital.
In Compton, yeah.
So I'm already knowing you 100. If you was born at the old
Torrance. Right, exactly. Right, you know that whole area, you know.
Yeah, you said
vibe we be on. Like we a rare breed. Like everybody be tripping out on me. Like, you know, I used to rap and break dance, all that stuff. Play basketball, football, track.
Okay.
All that. Like I'm all around, all the way around.
All the way around with it.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, everybody trip out on me. Like, man, like you think they say I'm a know-it-all. Like, you know, but I don't like that shit. I be like, nah, I just know enough.
That's it. And that be the thing. People want to call you a know-it-all. It's like, look, I have certain things in my life that interest me, and the things that interest me, I take a little extra time finding out a little more about it. I don't know it all. Right. I just know a little bit about these particular topics.
Right, exactly. I wish I read books like you. My mom used to always try to get me to read, but I'll be like, I can't sit still to read. But when I went to the pen, I was like, dang, I love reading. I see why my mom told me to read. But
because that's the thing. Like, I was the same way. I couldn't sit still to read. It wasn't until I really started smoking weed more that I could sit my ass down to read. Before the weed, I wasn't reading for shit. But you were 4 Diamonds. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. Okay. I was watching some other thing on Black Magic. And that lady was like, 4 Diamonds is a strong avatar.
Yeah, 4 Diamonds.
Whitney Houston was a 4 Diamonds.
Yep. 4 Diamonds is very strong. Like you have a very solid foundation. That's one of the cool things about a 4 Diamonds. Okay. You know, when you settle down, when you in your zone, you very stable.
Right.
You know, people can't really rock you like that. You know what I mean?
No, you can't when I'm focused. Right.
Yeah. And so, one thing about 4 Diamonds is, you know, you people like you can find ways to make money without necessarily having to work with your hands. Okay. You know, you may work with your hands, but if you really tap down inside of you, you'll find ways to create money without having to really work that hard for it. It'll come out of ideas, but you got to be open to those ideas.
That's what I'm trying to do. Right. That's what I'm trying to do now. Use my mind. Because I know through my life, I always use my heart. That always been my thing. I'll be like, let your nuts hang, nigga. Like, that's how I raise my son. They be like, Pops, crazy. But that's how I lead myself. But I'm starting to learn how to use my mind because I got a hell of a mind, but I always lean on my heart.
Yeah, see, one thing about you, the Four Diamonds, overcoming is in your genes. And so it's one thing about you, no matter what's in front of you, you're going to overcome it. So when you face with challenges, the thing that can get you thrown off is bitterness. Don't let bitterness stop you from overcoming your challenges. That's the key right there for you. You know, bitterness is a motherfucker.
Now, right. Because I was married for 20 years. Me and my wife was together for 26. We've been separated for 4. So I'm fighting the bitterness of that. Because I was the type, I'm going to go right into the wheels fall off. But then I was like, I can't take this no more. Like, it's starting to get disrespectful. So I pushed her away from me. Like, she still be trying to get me to come back. But I know what that's about. Like, no, I'm not going to save you. Like, but I'm kind of bitter about it a little bit. But I'm not just in my spirit. But I don't want to, I'm aware enough not to take that to the next person. But I feel it in my spirit. Like, the way I'm like, because I can be cold-hearted if I want to. But
hell yeah, you Four Diamonds can be cold-hearted. Y'all some cold motherfuckers if you want to be.
I'm like, right, exactly, when I want to be, but I'm like, nah. So it's like fork in the road. Am I going to be cold-hearted or am I going to keep my light spirit?
Here, you tend to be, like, the way you make decisions tend to be based on how you feel, right?
Yeah.
And that's not, for you, that's not necessarily a bad thing. But you don't want to make decisions in the middle of of a hot temper or like I said, out of bitterness. You want to get clear. Resolve it.
I do it when I'm clear headed.
Yeah.
If it don't feel right, I know it ain't right. Like, I throw logic out the window. I look at things logically, but I respond rationally.
Yeah, you have. Generally, you got about 3 different voices that you listen to, don't you?
Yeah, exactly. I'm versatile, so it's like it ain't no one way for me.
Yeah. You want to make sure that you want to stay in environments that are like, have, well, you say you're in LA?
I'm in Ontario right now.
Ontario, yeah, okay, yeah. You want to make sure you stay, like, you good when you're in environments of a bunch of different cultures, kind of being around. Like, you're the kind of person that can handle that.
Yeah, I'm universal. I blend in well. Yeah.
So for you, that's a good thing. You have, your Pluto is a king of spades. The King of Spades is one of the rarest cards in the deck. The King of Spades is a master of all, and that's in your Pluto. Pluto is the planet of hidden things deep down in your subconscious. That thing that's way down in that's down there. It's so deep in your subconscious, most people don't even get that deep in their lifetime. But if you ever take the time to really dig deep into who you are and really get to know yourself, you'll find that down there, you whatever you do, you can master. That's the dope part about having a King of Spades. And you also have a 10 of Clubs in Uranus. And 10 of Clubs is a very creative card. It's a musical card. Do you do anything musically?
Yeah, I write. I used to rap, and now I'm more focused on writing. Like, I want to write a book. Like, I can write poetry, but I kind of want to write a book, but I don't know exactly what kind. I started out with the fictional, but I think I want to make like a self-help book. But with like fictional stories, like, because I could put traits and characters and help people that way. Like,
yeah, do that. Like find time to get down there and do that. Also, for other birthdays, if you're out there listening, other birthdays that correspond to 4 Diamonds, January 23rd, February 21st, April 17th, May 15th, June 13th, March 19th, July 11th, October 5th, August 9th, November 3rd, September 7th, and December 1st. With you being a December 1st, you in Sagittarius. Did you have who was the most was the most influential person in your life a woman?
Yeah, my mom. I was raised by my mom.
Okay. You also could be nervous about making changes, but at the same time, you want a certain level of freedom and independence. So
right. I value my independence, right?
Yeah, so the nervousness about making changes can sometimes get in the way of that. So, you got to decide what you want more, the change or the independence. And so if the independence means more, then whatever nerves you have about making a change, fight through those nerves and do it anyway.
Okay.
So yeah, that's one of the things. That's one of the things you gotta look out for. But did you have any other questions?
No. I just wanted to see what you had.
Was I kind of on point?
Like, yeah. Well, what does it say? Like, as far as like a career aspect, I'm more interested in probably something along that line. Like, but it said, but you already answered it because it said the King of Spades and the Ten of Clubs. Like, whatever I want to do, basically, I just got to choose.
Because what it is, you're multi-talented, so you know where, like one thing about you, it's like I'm trying to read it. It's coming through. I'm trying to figure out how to put this into words. Real estate is an area that when you get your paper, if your paper's straight or when it's all the way straight, even not all the way straight, look at investing in that. Like, even if it's not here in California, because I know I'm personally looking at properties like in Kansas City and other places like that. Places you can scoop up properties for 20, 30 grand. Look into that.
Right.
That can be a powerful thing for you, real estate. You have a certain internal wisdom about when it's real estate, and I would say get quiet. And if real estate, if you have any interest in it, you'll have good.
I did.
You did, okay. That means you probably have good instincts.
I always said I would get my real estate license. I don't know why I should just say that out the blue.
See.
So that's crazy you said that. Like, yeah.
Yeah, see, you wanted something real. So if it's been in you to get your real estate license, right now where these houses are selling, you know what I mean, you might be really good at that. Especially if it's something that you've already thought about. You'll follow your instincts when it comes to that. It's saying here, and what I'm getting is, if you're in a position, if you have a job that your current occupation, is it like anything commercial or something like that?
Warehouse work, like forklift drive.
Okay, yeah. So, because I just visualized that. Because I read the cards, but I also sort of channel based on your vibe and your energy. So I see a warehouse, something commercial. What it's telling me is you gotta watch out. You can't let that commercial job let you get complacent. Like anything like that, the check is cool, it's good, it's taking care of your needs. You know what I mean? You straight, but it's not necessarily where you want to stay. So, but at the same time, the money's good enough to make you complacent. Don't let it be complacent. Right. Still follow your dreams.
Yeah, that's where I'm at, because I feel stagnated, because I'm maintaining myself, but like you said, follow my dreams. I got so many ideas and dreams that I'm like, okay, it's time to get to it. All my kids is grown. I'm divorced, so it's like, okay, what's next? that's where I'm at. What's next? Let's go get it. Like,
yeah, it's time to get it. Well, get out there and get it, bruh.
All right. Well, appreciate you, man.
Yes, sir, man.
Good
and much love to you.
And I'm gonna peep you out on Craig Facts, and I've been watching your channel lately too. So I like your convo and how you break stuff down. I like how you had broke down the 92 riots. Like, I was like, man, yeah, he a LA baby for real.
Yeah, you know, see the LA. That means most to me. When I get when the LA cats say they like what I did, that means that's what means the most, because I got to represent the city right.
Right. Yeah, you put it in perfect perspective. Like, yeah, great job on that, bro.
Yes, sir. I got to take this call, man, but thanks.
Yeah.
What's up, caller? Where you calling from? What's your name? Where you calling from?
Oh, wow. Sorry. So, my name is Ayana. I'm calling from South Carolina.
From South? You said Ayana from South Carolina?
Correct.
That's what's up. What's your birthday?
My birthday is 7/16/91.
You were born in 91, so you was born right before you said 7?
7, yeah. July 16th, 1971.
July 16th.
1991, sorry.
Do you know what city?
Yeah, Bronx, New York.
You know what time?
Yeah, 1:56 p.m.
1:56 p.m. And you said that is 7/16. That's the only thing. I don't know the birth. I don't know the birthdays and the cars off the top of my head. The one thing I do gotta do.
Okay, so okay, take your time.
I just gotta pull the cards up in my book, because I'm still. It's hard to remember these dates. Oh shit! Come on now. All right, here we go. 7/16/91. It looks like my shit. Come on now. My software is tripping. Okay, because I do not know.
Well, I want to say also, I want to just take a moment and to just big you up as well for all that you do, like with your YouTube and also on Craig Facts. Like, I listen to you guys religiously, and my brother actually put me on.
You said your brother?
My brother put me on to you guys, like the actual podcast itself, because I knew of like Craig from like All Def Digital, but I didn't know of anything with you or anything. My brother put me on to you guys.
Oh, that's what's up. That's what's up. I appreciate that.
I absolutely I love listening to you guys.
I appreciate that. You're a queen of clubs, the teacher.
I'm a queen. Really?
Do you teach, or do you have to do anything teaching like in that field?
No, but that was like I was a tutor, and I do a lot of things. I love being around and dealing with kids. Right now, I'm actually a pharmacy technician.
Are you a pharmacy tech?
Yeah.
Do you but you say you spend a lot of time with kids?
I used to a lot. Like, that's for some reason all throughout my life. It's like a weird thing. Like, I always felt as though something that I'm supposed to do is supposed to do with kids. But I just never looked at teaching as something that because I see the struggles that teachers have to go through.
Oh yeah.
Just to keep it real. And the struggles and the pay and everything. And I have friends that are teachers now, and I see the way and what they talk to me about, how they are just trying to push all of our Black kids into special classes and all.
Yeah.
I just know the agenda.
Yeah.
And it was just something that as much as I know there's a need for us, I feel as though there's so much that has to be changed and worked out that I just didn't want to go into education. I just wanted to stay away from it.
But you still got that heart for the kids though. I feel that's why I didn't get into teaching. Like, you see now, my teaching is mostly on the internet. I couldn't do it for a school district.
you know, and you know, it's gonna be kind of strange that I'm saying this, but earlier today I was having a conversation with my brother because we were just talking about just different things about pertaining to like I really love to more so like listen, and I kind of wanted to see like the field of doing therapy or so for kids. And this was a conversation we were just having earlier today. And then he told me, yo, why don't you hit up Dewan? He said, send like an email, like real talk. Cause he said, why don't you? I said, because school is such a scam. Like I went through the process of schooling and I'm like, I don't want to go through those avenues again of like having to shell out all this money or go into debt. To try to, and so he was like, why don't you hit him up and see what other avenues? And he said that to me. And then after he said that to me, I was like, yeah, I'm going to do that. And then he sent me a text message of a screenshot saying that you were going on live tonight. And I was like, oh, that's crazy.
That's following your instincts because
yeah, and so I was like, you know, I never even DM people. I was like, I'm gonna DM. I'm gonna send my birthday. I'm gonna make sure, like, even though the fight was on, I was watching the fight, but I'm listening at the same time. I'm like, if I call and it's meant to be, it's meant to be.
Yeah, I'm glad you called because you know that's why I'm doing. Like, I took up this because last year I wrote a book on finding your internal gifts, and I spent years working with families. But when I found out more about the cards and the science behind it, I signed up for this to learn it and go through intense study because I was like, no, this can help. Because I love helping people. But when it comes down to it, sometimes people either knowingly and most time unknowingly, they don't tell it all. They don't really get it all out. And the best way to help somebody is when you know is with as much information as possible. So when I found this science, I said, you know what? When people come to me, they don't necessarily have to get it all out. I could just read their cards and use my intuition from there to help them.
And that help pulls it out.
Yeah. So yeah, with you being a queen of clubs, that's your natural mother. You have the motherly energy. You know, it's like people feel taken care of when they're around you. Like I'm sure the people around you feel like, you know, you got stuff kind of like locked down, you know?
Yeah.
It's like one thing about it, you have a direct connection to source, your energy, your intuition. You have a very strong intuition. And as long as you stay connected to that, you'll make the right decisions. Where you messed up is when you try to use your brain and your emotions to override what you feel, with the natural feeling that you have. That's where you can get in trouble. Watch out for that. Sometimes it may be a struggle having tolerance and sympathy for when you around somebody that you feel is on some bullshit.
Facts. I'm very true. Very true. That's very true. The tolerance is very low.
Yeah.
And insulting of intelligence. I don't. Yeah, I can see that. That's very true.
Yeah, you want, like, you value complete freedom. And you watch out. Like, do you tend to? Are you married, or is that something you're trying to avoid?
You know that I wrestle back and forth with that.
Yep. Yes, Queen. You avoid marriage. It's one of those things where you're not really bought on it. You're not really sold on it. And if it comes your way, you might try to trick yourself out of it. So pay attention to that. Do not trick yourself out of it. You know, you need for that, you know, this is it's good to be a female queen of clubs. Being a male queen of clubs is a little bit harder because it requires so much feminine energy to be a queen of club. Understand your feminine energy is your power. And in your feminine energy, you know, if you feel a guy is someone that's worth it, you know, you can somewhat play, sometimes maybe play hard to get or put up, you know, obstacles for him. That's not a bad thing. That's actually a good thing, because in the natural order, a woman is supposed to pull. A woman is magnetic. She's supposed to pull back a little bit. And any man that really wants her, he's going to step up to that. The thing with that is, you want to make sure that when you're looking for a potential spouse, you know, it's not about what he'll do for you. It's also about, you know, what he'll sacrifice for you. What you know, and it's not a bad thing. You know, society can make it seem as if that's a bad thing that women set these standards, but it's not, because what that does is it clears out all the suckers. If he basically ain't willing to do it, then he ain't the one. But at the same time, if you see, you know, he's willing to sacrifice something for you, you know, your big thing is going to be allowing that, and then getting past your fears and moving forward with that. And so you want to make sure you do that. Also, your authority, the way you make decisions, is listening to your gut. Your gut's always going to tell you the truth. You generally have two voices inside of you. Like do you often get split on a lot of things?
Sometimes, yeah. There's the voice, yeah.
Yeah. A good place for you to make decisions and get away. Yeah. It's good for you to go into the mountains, places like that. If you ever feel like you need to get clarity, get a perspective. Do you live near a mountain range?
I don't live too far away from mountains. No, not at all.
Okay.
I'm very close by.
Okay. So one good thing for you, because you do have sometimes two distinct different voices inside of you, to make the right decisions, going to the mountains and just being around that nature, and, you know, freeing your mind, taking some deep breaths out there, you know, chilling, you know, basically in nature. That's a good place for you to make decisions. Anytime you go to nature to make your decisions,
feel at peace.
Yeah, you're gonna make the right decision when you come out of that. So that's a tool, that's a method. And your birthday, you're July. So with you being July 16th, you're a Cancer. Are you interested like in humanitarian causes?
I am. I'm very leery of those that are like big organizations and stuff like that.
Oh hell, as you should. You know why?
Okay. Like I wasn't raised as a fool. You know, I'm very leery. I said, because they're all bogus in my opinion.
You know why you're like that?
A lot of them.
You know why you're like that? You're like that because you're a true humanitarian. Those major Red Cross and the dimes and all this shit, those are hustles. And with you being a true 100%. Humanitarian, you ain't down with the hustle. You down with the true humanitarianism, right?
Yeah, correct. And actually making a change.
Yeah.
And creating a difference. Yeah.
And that's why you don't trust those guys, because you're the real deal. Some people are fake. Hey, look what I did. I donated such and such money to the Red Cross. Look at me. Those are the fake humanitarians. You the real deal. And that's also your superpower. That heart that you have, that love that you have internally for humanitarianism, that's something that, you know, that's going to take you a long way. Sometimes when we have an open heart like that, you can feel as if no one is seeing you, no one can feel you, or you're kind of out there in the vacuum. Understand that that gift that you have inside of you, that open heart, that powers you. That pushes you. So,
like that.
So yeah, that's something that that you could use that to your advantage. Yeah. So yeah, make sure you use that to your advantage.
I will definitely do that.
I
will definitely.
Did that help you in any way?
That reconfirmed a lot of things that I've tried, that I've avoided. or they've been in my past and I've seen them, but for some reason I just look beyond it.
Yeah.
But speaking to you now kind of just reconfirmed a lot of thoughts that have crossed up my mind at times. And yeah, no, and it gave me some clarity. So I really greatly appreciate this. Thank you so much.
I appreciate your call. Have a good one.
Thank you. Mm-hmm. You as well. Have a good night.
Thank you. It's all in the cards, people. And the Queen of Clubs, January 28th, April 22nd, May 20th, February 26th, March 24th, June 18th, July 16th, October 10th, August 14th, November 8th, September 12th, and December 6th. What's up, caller? What's your name? Where you calling from?
Yo, Dawn B. Yo, a big fan. I'm from California, not far from y'all, where y'all be shooting at Craig Facts. But my name's Isaiah. And honestly, this is my first live coming through. And honestly, I'm just trying to see where the conversation going. Just trying to see like what's on your mind, what you trying to talk about.
Right now, brother, I'm doing readings for people.
Oh, okay. So yeah, readings is in like tarot?
Card with the playing cards. You see the cards on the screen right there? Cardology. Basically, general readings and, maybe finding out where some of your gifts are, what kind of things you got to look out for in relationships, if you have any questions or some shit like that.
Oh, okay. All right. Yeah, I got you. Okay, so if I had a question, if that's what you're looking for, am I correct?
Well, what was your question first?
Yeah. Okay, so if I had a question, I would say, how would you tell somebody that you used to be homies with and you see that they're kind of displaying the same characteristics of being in the same mindset and not really progressing and not really looking at the same things you're looking at and kind of like laughing at things you're taking serious? Like, how would you go about somebody like that in your life?
Okay. All right, cool. It's a general question, so I don't need the cards for this. I can handle this without the cards. How old are you, brother? Are you
21.
in your 20s?
Yeah, 21.
I figure you're in your 20s with that question, because you're at that age as a 21-year-old. You're at that age where when you're in high school and middle school, you got a whole lot of associates and friends, high school and into your early 20s. As you get through your 20s, you're gonna start breaking off, and a lot of people that's with you now, they ain't gonna be with you later on in your 20s. And so right now at 21 is when that process generally time is starting. It's the early steps in that process. You got to know that everybody got their own path, and it's up to you to figure out your path. And the friends around you that don't have the same path as you guys are going to start to go in different directions. It don't mean that you should hate the person or think that they this way or whatever. You just got to make sure you're at that age where you got to get to your path. You got to get to where your inner greatness is. And that's going to come at the expense of long-term friendships. So
right.
You got to focus. You 21, bruh. You got to focus on you, because you got a whole life ahead of you. You got a lot of greatness inside of you that got to get discovered. And this is the age in your 20s that you go about the process of discovering that greatness. So so that's where your focus should be. But here's the cool thing about it. As you go on that journey of finding that greatness within you and following your path, you're going to meet people who are along that path, who are going to assist you along that way.
Mm-hmm.
So that's where your focus got to be. Your focus got to be on you, brother. And what is your birthday? Just curious.
You said my birthday, July 24th. So it's coming up. I'm about to be 22.
Okay. You said what year?
2000.
Man, you was born right after the Lakers, Kobe and Shaq's first championship. You said July 24th?
Hey, yeah, July 24th. It's crazy because before, I've been watching the show for a minute, but before Blaze even got on there, I used to like put a couple songs out my name was Double O Zay, because my name's Isaiah. And then like this nigga Double Up Blaze come out, and then I be commenting on shows, Planet 8 Radio sometimes, and he thinks that I'm Blaze. I'm like, bro.
Yeah. Yeah. So you're four clubs, man. Like one of our previous callers. Yeah, you got a strong base. You got a strong foundation. But you've been a four clubs. That means you want to just really work on what you work on. You're a stable person. That means you're going to attract a good high level of women if you stay on your square. If you off your square, you're going to have an issue with women. But when you on your square, women going to be attracted to you because you're a stable person, which you've been in four clubs.
Even right now, I got my girl. She, like, this is the first girl I ever in my life brought around my family. Like, I really feel, a special connection with this one. So, I feel that bringing the right people around.
Yeah, with you, you're a with that card, you're a responsible leader. It's one of those things where, you look at the arts. Arts is something that, I'm sure interests you. You may not actually be involved, but a sponsor of the artist. Like when you get your money straight, all the way straight. You might be somebody that invests in artists, maybe like management or something like that. That's something that can be, a hidden gift that you have.
Yeah, I feel that.
Yeah, and you also can be someone that you want to make sure that with you being in four clubs, you're not. With you being in four clubs, you want to make sure that that when it comes to arguing, stay away from arguing.
Right. Yeah.
You can be a good debater, but.
Yeah, that's exactly what I do. Even with people in my family, like I'm the type to just like, okay, I'll let you have that one because I understand the energy that I'm gonna put towards this argument isn't even worth my time.
Yeah, you're naturally good at that. So, law, if you wanted to be, you'd be a good lawyer. But it's like one thing you learn. Well, cool. One thing about being a debater, when you're young, you tend to debate, but as you get older, you find out that, it's not about the debate. It's more about the accumulation of knowledge. So the way you compel that is just as you accumulate knowledge, as you get a better understanding of things, make sure that, as you do that, you want to be secure within yourself. Because as long as you stay secure within yourself, you won't really feel the need. You'll feel less as you get older, less of a need to debate. When you start debating with people all the time can be a sign of insecurity about your position. So you want to make sure you a man, you know what I mean? You want to make sure that your position is your position and your position don't require somebody else's validation. If you've done the research, if you know what it is, stand on your square and be willing to stand against 100 niggas if they don't like it.
Right. I'm gonna end it with this. Like I feel exactly what you just said. And when it comes down to the information part, like I'm not like super religious, I'm not, but I'm not gonna throw away like a book on how to eat by Elijah Muhammad, like that's teaching you like what you should be putting in your body, because that information, they sprinkle in like a religion, that type of stuff, but like it's still good information that you can use, throughout your life.
Yeah.
And put to use.
Yeah, man. So, Janice in the chat room, this is called cardology. I'm doing cardology. I'm reading your cards based on your birth date. That's for the chat room. But yeah, man, you young, just stay on track, man.
Thank you for the intel. Thank you for the insight, and I really appreciate it. And I will be tuning in every Tuesday and Thursday, and into your lives from now on. I will be a Franklin commenter and like it and all that. Everybody like the video right now.
Yeah, yes, sir, man. Much love to you.
Much love. Good luck.
Yeah. I almost ended the broadcast. Instead of hang up, I almost hit finish the show. God damn. Yeah, callers, I say I can only take, for people calling in, I can only take one call at a time. So if I have somebody on the line I can't answer, I don't have one of those boards where I could put people on hold. It's just like first come, first serve on this call line. But yeah,
Hello.
we doing these cards. What's up, caller? What's your name? Where you calling from?
I'm calling from Tulsa, but let me tell you my birthday, March 31st, 1979.
He said 1979.
March 31st.
March 31st. Let's see here. Your call. What city were you born in?
Compton, California.
Compton like a motherfucker. Were you born in Torrance? Nah. I already asked somebody born in my hospital earlier today. You know what time you were born?
Dominguez Valley.
Huh?
I was born in Dominguez Valley Hospital.
Oh, Dominguez. Do you know what time you were born?
I don't.
Okay.
But I think it was in the morning.
You think it was in the morning, so I am going to go with the morning time. Just see. Okay, you said, so you're March 31st.
1979.
1979. So you're 5 of clubs. Clubs again. Yeah, clubs. You're a good speaker. Like you're a natural speaker. Like when it comes down to it, you can use your mouthpiece to get in and out of situations.
Oh yeah.
Is that something that you've found throughout your life that you've been able to do?
Yes. Most definitely.
Yeah. It's one of those things where, you're not as even though you're a woman, you're not as dependent upon affection as most women. Is that true?
I'm not as dependent on what? I'm sorry.
I said you're not as your affection. It means something to you, but it's not the highest on the list.
Oh, it's not important at all.
See, okay.
I
was trying to play it political. You said not important at all. Okay. That's what I was feeling, but I was like, I don't know if I want to go all the way there with this.
On a bad day, I might kick somebody for trying to give me a kiss.
See, yeah, you be pissing people off.
No, I don't. I don't piss people off, but sometimes because I love telling the truth.
Yeah. Do people call you a young soul?
Call me a young.
Like they say, you have like a youthfulness about you.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it's you could be around people your age and even younger, but you the one that you just got a youthful energy about you. And
oh yeah, check this out. Let me tell you. So, and I was also born with the veil on my face.
Oh, for real?
Yeah.
See, yeah. Also, when it comes down to how you make decisions, do you tend to make them based on how you feel?
My first mind tells me everything.
You said, I'm sorry, say that again?
I don't go back on it. My first mind tells me everything. I don't go away from that.
Yeah. Yep, that first, you go with that.
Yeah.
And that's putting you in pretty good situations and gotten you out of some situations that could have been some bullshit.
Oh yeah, my first mind tell me, cause look, this is funny. One time I'm about to roll up a blunt. Blunt just got low. We're about to light it up, but my brain said no. Couldn't light it up. Police came to the window. We're sitting in front of somebody's house. We didn't know what was going on. it could have been bad. But I listened to my first mind, and we got out of there.
Uh-huh. Your first mind has never done you wrong, and it never will do you wrong. Like, that's one thing you can depend on. You can trust and believe. It don't matter. It don't matter how things look. It don't matter how things seem. If your first mind say do it, you will win every time. Because your strongest sense is your inner vision. You see it inside of you before you see it outside of you.
Right.
A good environment for you. What I'm saying, like a good environment for you is like home. You like being at home and like in your own, in like environments or if you're in social settings, you like being in environments you have some sort of control over. But for the most part, you like being at home and, in your own environment.
I am always in control. I have to be.
Because places where you can choose who you're around is most important to you.
Yeah.
Like, people could say, hey, we going to such and such event with all these things going on, but if it's one of the situations where you ain't got some level of control, you might think twice. Like, I don't really care if it's who gonna be there. If it's gonna be that shit, I don't know. Is that about right?
Yes, that is right. That is funny. That's crazy though. And you said I'm the 5 of clubs?
Yeah. 5 of clubs. And see, in your birthday is your March, you're Aries, 5 of clubs. Aries is the first house.
Yes.
You're very mental, but you can be impulsive and progressive at the same time.
Elaborate, please.
Do you have any?
By impulsive and
Do you have any musical talent?
No. Oh, I sing bad.
Huh?
No, I don't have any musical talent.
Okay.
I sound pretty bad.
Well, you may have some down there if you ever decide, if you ever had any kind of a notion, because we go through different phases of our life. Our lives are divided up into 13-year cycles. So sometimes later on in life, you may have a certain interest in an instrument. If you ever find any kind of interest in an instrument at some point as you continue to go on, pick it up and try it. You'll find yourself to be a natural.
So let me tell you, I tried a long time ago. I wanted to play drums, and I cannot do a drum roll for shit.
Hey, look, I'm a professional drummer, and drum rolls are still kind of hard for me. You all right?
I was like, okay, I quit.
Yeah, so maybe it wasn't the drums. Maybe it was something else. It could be writing. It could be something within the field of music, if it ever comes up. But I'm looking at your spread, and I don't see. Okay, yeah, maybe your Neptune year. Yeah, well, you're in your Saturn years now. Jack of Hearts is coming up in your Uranus years, so that's where you're. Okay, what I'm reading in your spread is that may be a thing in those years. In your okay, that's looking like something that may come up as you get into your 50s. Okay, and you have a 3 of diamonds. Do you tend to be pretty sharp to people when you talk to them? Sometimes.
What do you mean, sharp?
Like, people annoy you? Can you, like, when they annoy you, can you, like, be a little bit snappy?
Yeah. But I'm not used to people ignoring me because I really don't talk to that many people. So
yeah, you in your cave.
If I speak.
When I see a 5 of clubs, I'm thinking cave. You in your own world.
Oh yeah, all day, every day. All day, every day.
Yeah. So it's just one of those things.
Right. And I've never tried to do nothing different. I mean, well, no, I travel and do stuff like that, but I like to be, like you said earlier, in the house.
Yeah.
Where I'm safe. Because the whole time COVID was around, I didn't get sick.
You was good.
I was cool.
You
Everybody else was sick. They'll come around me, but I still wouldn't catch you. And they like, how you ain't getting?
Yeah, you the whole time COVID was going on, you was thinking, I don't know what the hell y'all problem is, but I'm good.
Right.
Yeah. So did you have any questions?
No.
Okay, so yeah.
But wait a minute. So I did have a question, but it don't have nothing.
Go ahead. Go ahead. No, you go and ask me.
Okay, because this is a lot, kind of. So, yeah, I had did Ancestry.com, right?
Uh-huh.
And I found out who my people was. And then, because my mother was adopted, right?
Uh-huh.
So, my grandmother was an artist.
Mm-hmm.
And I found out that some white people stole her paintings. I didn't know. How do I go about trying to get that back? See, I had texted you before about getting in contact with Judge Joe Brown because I wanted to know how to get that back. Or is there any way I can get that back?
I'm not sure. I think you would have to go to a lawyer and find out. Because I do know that there have been recent cases of people getting because that people found that they may have a family member that, the white folks like Nat Turner, like they own the skull of their descendant, and I've heard of people going to court and getting those stuff like that back. So that's something that would have to be done in the courts.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
And
but I mean, so what? I'm just going to a lawyer. What kind of lawyer am I getting? A state lawyer or something?
Probably one that deals with stolen stolen claims, things that were stolen. I'm sure you probably maybe Google for people in your city that maybe like at I know I'm in the state. I'm not sure if it'll be an estate lawyer. Well, not an estate lawyer. I know what I'm trying to say, but I can't get the words out. A lawyer that deals with stolen property. I'm not sure but I know that there is a recourse to you through the courts, but I've never personally dealt with it. I've only read news stories about how people got their stuff back, and it usually came back through the court system.
Okay.
All right.
It was probably through the court system. I just didn't know which way to go.
Yeah,
okay.
Yeah. Go try through the courts, but yeah, have a good one.
You too.
Yeah.
Bye.
See, people, the cards is one thing about the cards, it's the cards, but it's also intuition. That's what people call in, I can get a vibe. And I'm doing this, and I'll be doing these, I'll be going more in depth on my Patreon. So if you're part of my Patreon, I'll be doing these sessions like once a month on Patreon. Like I'm doing them right now just to kind of show you what I do. And I'm still, I'm not, I'm still, working my way through it. I'm still, I don't have all the cards memorized. I don't have all of everything memorized yet. I will. But I'm here to help, you know what I mean? On my Patreon, I'll go much more in depth with people, as far as questions and things like that. But I will still be doing these free on YouTube also. But, just sort of mini readings every now and again. But on Patreon once a month, we're going to go in depth. And that's on both levels of the Patreon. On the masterclass level, though, you guys are going to be part of my course when my book is finally released. I'm sorry I've been telling y'all for a month my book is coming out, but I'm just not satisfied with it, and I'm not going to give you guys what I feel is an inferior product. So I know I told you guys it'll be out May 1st. It was May 28th. It still ain't out, but the shit got to be right. You know what I mean? I'm not gonna release it unless it's right. And that book is on communication, how to speak to people without fucking cussing them out. That's that book. That's gonna be on the higher, but on the base. But the readings will be on both levels of Patreon. So whatever level of Patreon you're a member of, you know, I could do readings for you overall. We can do weekly readings. You know what's up between now and your next 7 weeks. We can do yearly readings. Okay, what things you could be planning out for over the next year. Things you should be looking out for over the next year. We can read all that. That's the cool thing about cards. I can read your life spread. I can read your 7-year spread. What's going on over the next 7 years? What's going on? What look out for over the next 13 years? What to look out for over the next 7 weeks? What to look out for over the next year? Yeah, so Janice, you say you've been seeing this before, but you never. Yeah, cardology is dope, you know. Yes, you can have your own private readings off the phone. If you want your own private readings off the internet, because I'm sure, you know, this is just general what I'm doing. But if you want one-on-one through Skype, I do them through Skype or over the phone, whichever one you're more comfortable with. If we're on Skype, you don't have to be on camera. But email me, info@hotepish.com, or you can go to my website, breakthroughas.org. And right now, you can click on where it says family session. I will be adding a card reading session to the website. The card reading session isn't up now, but it's still the same as if you were to go ahead and do a family session. So if you click on go to my website, you can book me directly through my website, or you can email me info@hotepish.com or info@breakthroughas.org or info@dewanb.com. Hit me at any one of those email addresses. info@dewanb.com, info@hotepish.com, info@breakthroughas.org. The @dewanb.com may be the easiest one for you to remember. info@dewanb.com. Email me. And yeah, we ain't got to do this. You know, this is just general. This just give you guys a snippet of what I do. When it comes down to it, your personal reading, we can go a lot deeper than this. On a personal reading, I can go so far as to tell you what type of relationship is best for you, what type of woman or man, depending on if you're a woman, man, if you're a man, woman, is the best to look out for, what characteristics to look out for in a potential spouse. I can help you out with that. If you're at a position where you want to go left or right, you're not sure which direction to go in, business wise or personally, it's in the cards. We can do all that. It's in the cards. And it's all based on your birthday, time you were born. It's best if I can get you your birthday and the time you were born and the city you were born in. That's where I can be your most accurate. But birthday's just good enough. If you don't know where you were born, if you don't know what time you were born, that's fine. That's more than fine. We still can get very deep. Like, I can get as deep, you know. It's just, you know, when you know the birth date, I can get you on the block. If you know your birth city and time, I can give you the address and the room that is hidden in. If you dig what I'm saying. You said you want a snippet of your talents. Okay, you said 05, 23, 88. 1988 was like my favorite year. I was 7 years old. Oh, phone calls get the priority. What's up, caller? What's your name? Where you calling from?
What's up, Dewan? This is Joe calling from Cleveland.
Joe from Cleveland.
Yes.
That's a hard working
By
man.
way
I've
of
been
New
to
Orleans,
Cleveland
but
one time before. It was cold in the motherfucker. I was in Cleveland in December. God damn, that Lake Erie is cold.
Man, look, I just moved here like a little over a year ago from New Orleans, and so yeah, I'm not feeling that cold.
Man, I went out there when LeBron came back and faced the Heat for the first time. I faced the Cavs for the first time as a member of the Heat. I flew to Cleveland to see that game, and I just remember it being snowy and cold as fuck. Like, why did I come?
Man, it snowed on Mother's Day. I was like, wow.
I
can't believe this.
That's too late for you to be snowing.
Yeah, I can't believe it.
What's your birthday, man?
Valentine's Day, February 14th, 1979. New Orleans, Louisiana, 6:25 p.m.
Okay, so we got another Jack of Diamonds. And you said well, give me your birthday again. Your birth year?
1979.
And it was February 14th.
Yes.
Another Valentine's Day. Like, how is it having your birthday on Valentine's Day? What time? I'm sorry, what time?
6:25 p.m.
6:25 p.m. How has it been born on Valentine's Day?
Overrated. As a man, at least.
I bet it
I
is.
assume for women it's a hell of a lot better, but yeah, as a man, it's overrated.
Yeah. New Orleans, right?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, I bet you it is. Shit, as a man, he's like, you ain't even trying to have all that fuddy-duddy shit, man. You want to do some man shit. You ain't trying to have no damn roses in a box of chocolates on your damn birthday.
Nah, don't flute me out type stuff. Nah, I'm good.
Yeah, man. Well, you're the kind of person, you're a projector, you're a seer. You can see things better and more efficiently than the people around you. Is that kind of correct?
That makes a heck of a lot of sense.
Like, I'm sure you run into problems because the things that you see clearly, other people are like, the fuck you talking about? And I'm sure that can get you in problems with people, especially people that, you know, a little bit insecure with themselves.
Yeah. Especially in this climate.
Yeah.
And being, you know, somewhat political and so on and so forth. Yeah.
That's your strongest strength. Your strongest strength is your outer vision. Like, some people's best strength is that, like the previous caller, her best strength was her inner vision and what she sees inside. Your strength is your outer vision. You can see what's going on. You can see the landscape of what's going on in society. You can see what's going on and before everyone else. And I'm sure sometimes as a Jack of Diamonds, you have the gift of gab. So you have also a good way of communicating that to people. Is that about right?
Yeah.
People listen to you?
Well, I try. For the most part. Yeah, as I'm getting older, they do.
What I hear a little bit is a lack of, if you don't, I can tell you the reason why they wouldn't listen to you is because there's a lack of confidence in that. You got to know. And I'm pretty sure that the lack of confidence comes from maybe when you were younger, you would see things and say things, and maybe the adults around you and people around you would be like, man, hush up. You don't know what you're talking about. You're a kid or whatever. And that may have played a part into you maybe not being as assertive of what you see. So
that makes sense.
Does that sound about right?
Yeah, because I have a friend of mine who used to always say, kind of like say it with your chest. You know, that kind of thing. Like, it's you right, just say it. You know, don't waver.
That's a good friend of yours.
So, like I said, I'm coming into that. You know, I'm coming into. So, like you said, I can see it. You know, but relaying that message with confidence has been a hindrance.
It's been a hindrance to you because you second guess yourself. The key is to not, when you see it, if you see it and you know you see it, yeah, what your homie said, that's a good friend. You do got to say it with your chest, because, and here's the reason why. You, like, with your skill set, with you having that talent, that's your contribution to the whole. Everybody in Earth, we all play our part. You know what I mean? And this shit don't work unless everybody play their part to the fullest, like a basketball team. You need your point guard to be a point guard and distribute that ball and not second guess himself with those decisions. You need your shooting guard to, when they feel like that shot need to go up, that they shoot it with complete confidence. Everybody on the team needs to play their part completely and wholly. And part of your part when it comes to this whole thing of life is you see shit. And so what needs to happen is, when you see these things, you speaking it with confidence, what that does is it helps the whole. It's one of those things that it makes everyone else better. So when you speak it with confidence and speak it with conviction, and what you'll find is the more confident you get in how you speak, the more you'll find people around you gravitating towards what you have to say. But you got to say it with confidence. And you got to know without a shadow of a doubt that if you see it, nigga, that's just what it is, homie. You did?
See something, say something, man.
You see something, say something. And of course, it's going to be people around. It's going to be people around that's going to be like, man, this nigga always talk. Man, don't worry about them kind of people. That's insecurity speaking. If it's people if that's your gift and you know that's your gift, which I see that is your gift, that can rub people the wrong way. Other people, and rubbing other people the wrong way, that can make you less confident in what you do. You can't consider them. They don't people that's hating on that ability from you. Put blinders on, like, make those people don't exist. Act as if they don't exist and stand on your square. Like, yeah, so for the people listening, you see how I had two people call in today with the same birthday, with the same card, but got two completely different readings. That's because there's a wide variation within the card. Just getting some book or something like that on cardology and reading out of a book, that ain't how it works. You gotta read it and then also into it and feel it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But did you have any? It show, like, what I'm saying with your card is, like, you can be drawn. One reason why you called in is because, like, you're drawn to, like, the metaphysical, or what they call in mainstream pseudo. You have a drawing to that, do you? Do you not?
Well, so on April 6th, I got a first ever reading, like ancestor reading from Ascended Infinite Goddess. And so, you know, yeah, I'm at, since my father died in 2020, and since then it's like things have just been happening, and I've had to know what's I guess you want to say, the supernatural reasons for these things happening.
Mm-hmm.
And so, yes, I've been seeking it. I've been searching for those sorts of answers, those metaphysical answers, I guess.
What I'm getting channeled, I'm glad you said that. What I'm getting channeled is your father's on the other side of things, and he's an ancestor that, just the same way he was a father to you on his earthly plane, he's an ancestor now that sees it on the spiritual plane for you. So, you know, you being more interested into this type of knowledge and into this type of information, your father's going to be a guide for you. He's already been a guide for you, but he's someone who's going to be a deeper guide for you if you allow him to be. And if you tap into that energy of your father, if it's going to help you make decisions in the present time that's going to be really, at the end of the day, great decisions for you.
It's funny you say that, because like my mom died in 2015, right? And when she died, it was very emotional. You know, the crying and the whole night. That was my mom. I was the only child. She died in my arms, type of thing, right? My dad and I always had he's the old school father, so it wasn't a lot of conversation growing up. It was just a lot of direction, right?
Mm-hmm.
But the moment he died, I haven't stopped hearing this man's voice in my head. You know, like, but when I listen, it's the right decision. You know, and so that's why I say, like, since he's gone, like, it's crazy. It's like I talk to him all day, every day. He never stops giving direction.
Okay, that's confirmation, because your father just spoke to me and told me that. He told me he's ever present in your life.
Yeah, I can feel it. You know, I can feel it. And like I say, when I listen to those, well, I do now. I mostly do. If he say go left, I go left. You know, I don't try to fight it as much anymore. And so yeah, that's why I am with that.
And I also know that as a Jack of Diamonds, one of your gifts is you're a dreamer with ideas that are far ahead of your time. Be okay with that. Be okay with sounding like an idiot. That's fine. It's because it's not about how you sound to them. It's about being true to you.
Yeah. Wow.
Be true to you.
Wow.
You're who you're responsible for, not other people's feelings. And be confident, man. Like for real. At the end of the day, you need to know that you that nigga. That's And somebody, you think, I am, and be okay with that, because you are.
I'm getting there. I'm getting there. You know, like I say, growing up with my dad, it was always, be humble. Nobody likes a braggart. That kind of thing.
And I think right now,
because I had two in New Orleans, I had two like hood famous parents. Mm-hmm. My father was a judge. My mother was an entertainer. Mm-hmm. So I guess he wanted to temper that growing up.
Yeah.
Like, because he knew how people would react around. And but yeah, I think it kind of stifled things. Through my adolescent years, and it just manifested itself as I got older.
Yeah, your father, on the other end, he see, when people transition to the other side, they see the picture. They see the whole picture. Like when we're here on Earth, we only see a sliver. When we transition, we see the bigger picture. So part of the reason why your dad is there with you is because he now sees the things that he didn't see when he was here. So he want to make sure that, some of his karmic debt on the other end is cleaning up some of the mess that, that from his perception, he created on the Earth, as far as with some of the things that he taught you. So be open to him, and he's there to right everything. Any misperception that you now have because of how he raised you here, he's on the other side to correct that.
Wow, thanks. Hey, that's confirmation for me. Again, I guess I should say, that's confirmation. Wow.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir, man. So yeah, remember, at the end of the day, you that nigga. Stand in it, own it.
Thank you.
It's like the Matrix. What happened in the Matrix? What did the Oracle say when she met Neo, and she asked if this is the one, and he was questioning himself. The Oracle said, "You're not the one." And then as she walked out the room, she pointed right above the window pane, and it said, "Know thyself. You ain't the one until you know you the one."
I appreciate it. Truly appreciate it.
Yeah, man. Do you have anything else you wanted to say?
I wanted to thank you for the reading, and thank you also. That's my wife and I on thing, your
Oh
commercials in the
yeah.
beginning, and you made me famous in my household. My kids were walking by one day as we watched it, and we came up on the screen, and so now we famous in our household. So I just want to thank you for that. Thank you for all you've done. Thank you for the work that you do. It's amazing. I clown with Quan all the time, and I tell her that we're gonna tie you up and make you listen to bounce music for like 20 hours in a row. We're gonna take you from Second and D to the club and make you just listen all night long.
I thought y'all loved me, man.
I caught you. I was at work, so I caught your Southern music thing kind of late. If you on, I'll catch it when I get home at night. And you were, for the most part, you right. The only thing I can say is, only thing I know Southern music outside of, the bouncing and the dancing is fighting music. That knuck if you buck, that boot up or shut up type of thing. But that was the only thing I wanted to answer. So, yeah, you're amazing, brother, and I'm so appreciative that I came across you.
Man, the feeling's mutual, my brother, for real, from my heart. I appreciate y'all.
You are you the man, bro.
Yeah, when you and your wife sent me that picture, I saw y'all energy in that picture. That's why I put it up there. I'm like, yeah, man, these are like two really good people right here.
Man, we love you, man. We really do, man. We really appreciate you,
And I
you don't have to
too.
do what you do. The way you do it and the way you communicate is just so perfect, man. That's the best way I can say it. You communicate so well, and I love listening, man.
And know that that's a power.
So
as a jack of diamonds, that's a power that you have. Use it. And use it well.
I had a dad, so it's hard for me to just listen to men talk. But certain people resonate. You, Craig, Corey, Jason Black. Certain people resonate, but they have to have a real message.
Yeah. Yeah, man. So, man, make sure you have a good. I appreciate you, man, and you have a good night tonight, man.
Appreciate you. You too.
Yeah.
Thanks.
Yeah, go back and check out last night when I was talking about the Southern music, man. I love the South, man. I got nothing but love from the South. The South is the base of Black America. Black America is the South. That's the roots of who we are. I just made my post yesterday and I made my show yesterday about Southern music because there's certain themes that we got to be honest about, that we have to fix. The same way I'm honest about West Coast music. I'm very honest about how West Coast music objectified our Black women and how West Coast music made a degenerate gang's life fashionable. And that's where we messed up here on the West. So the way to fix that is to acknowledge it. And that's how we fix our problems, through acknowledgement of the problems first. None of us are perfect. Where our city ain't perfect, where we come from ain't perfect. It all got some shitty parts about it. But we only gonna clean up that shit when we acknowledge that is shit. What's up, caller? What's your name? Where you calling from?
Hey, Dewan, it's Nicole from Oakland, California.
Nicole from Oakland, California. I'm already knowing you from Oakland, so you a real one.
Yeah, you did. I told you about a week ago I was at Ada Clubs, and you gave me like a brief reading. Thank you for that.
Yeah, I appreciate that. You say I could even go a little more into depth right now if you have any questions. What's your birthday?
Okay, yeah, March 2nd, 1980.
You said March 2nd. Oh, my best friends is March 1st. You know what time you were born?
11:57 p.m.
Oh shit! You was born at the last possible moment.
Yeah, 3 minutes before midnight.
Are you the kind of person that were you born in Oakland?
I was born in San Leandro.
It said San Leandro, California?
Yep.
All right, cool. Yeah, was you born right there? Are you okay? You're the kind of person, you make decisions off how whatever you're deciding on, how that thing makes you feel. Is that about correct?
That's correct.
It's like you like, it has to move you. It has to make you. If it don't move you, you'd be like,
I ain't doing it.
And you know what? That's a good thing. That's why I like. That's why it's good to know yourself and to know, what you are, because in life, and that's one thing I love about these cards. It goes to show you that some of the natural things that you do, you may have people around you saying, you shouldn't do it this way. You should do it that way. Why are you doing it this way? No, you got to be you.
Get that all the time because, I'm a Pisces, and I wouldn't say I'm wishy-washy. It's just like I have two things going on at once in my head. Like those two fish going in a circle. And it's like hard for me sometimes to choose or to make a decision. So that's why I like to go off, if I'm feeling it, then I'll do it.
Your environment, are you comfortable in the kitchen or places that or creative hubs?
Oh, I'm an artist. So, yeah.
Art studio?
Yeah, I don't have an art studio, but I do my art in the kitchen.
Oh, also you do it in the kitchen. Okay, yeah. See, that's what I was reading. I was like, art, kitchen arts. But okay, so they go together. Yeah. That's like that is your environment to make decisions. You make your best decisions. Like if you have something that's on your mind, if you get into your art, if you get into your creative mode, and then whatever answers come to you while you're in that creative lane, that's the answer. Because your strongest sense is your inner vision. You know it. Like you don't, man. I see it around you. Previous caller, he sort of saw what went on in the environment around him. You don't necessarily look at the environment. Your gift isn't looking at outside. Your gift is getting quiet, getting into your creativity, and looking at what's on the inside.
Yep, and that's me. I'm an introvert, so I recharge when I'm quiet and alone.
Yeah, see, you as an 8 of spades, your will is what's going to help you overcome obstacles.
Okay.
Like, it don't matter whatever you're faced with, it can be extremely tough. What it looks on the surface, what it looks like. But whatever challenge you face, know that your will is 10 times strong enough to go through it. So you got to watch out for complacency. The only thing that messes you up is if you're complacent about it. When you're complacent, it could just fester. You can't be complacent. You got to decide if you're at an impasse. You got to decide what you're gonna do, and then just start pushing through. And you're gonna push. You have a lot of power, and there's a lot of success in this 8 of spades card. Like, one thing about the 8 of spades, there's a lot of success in that card. And so when you push through it, sometimes you gotta bully through it. But on the other end of that is a lot of success, and the greater of the perceived obstacle, the greater the reward on the other side of that. Okay,
that's good to hear.
And watch out for materialism. Don't let it overtake you.
Okay.
You know what I mean? It's good to have nice things. And hell yeah, you're supposed to have nice things. You know what I mean? And with your card, with you having such a powerful card, you can have all of the nice things you want. Your biggest things you're gonna have to look out for is not allowing that to overtake you. You know, you need to be in control of the materials. Don't let the materials control you.
Okay.
Did you have any specific questions as far as like anything relationship wise or anything business wise?
Relationship wise, I find it hard to open myself up. Like I kind of shelter myself.
Okay, kind of shelter yourself. Some of that can be because of fear. Past experiences.
Past experience, and I don't like the feeling of being hurt. but I know that's something that I need to get beyond. But it's hard for me to like get out of those feelings of when I'm hurt. So I withdraw.
So you withdraw. Yeah, that's a natural reaction to pain. One thing about you is on a subconscious level, you're a mastermind and a good calculator of things. You know, you can calculate, but sometimes you can overcalculate.
Yep.
So
that's one of my.
Yeah, it's like one of the things that's a blessing and a curse at the same time. You know, when you calculate things, that first thing you come up with, that inner vision, that first feeling that you go with, that's it. Where you run into issues is once you get that, then you go right back into calculating them more to see if you come out with a different number. And it's like math. 4 plus 4 is gonna be 8 every time. You got to know that. See, you'll be calculating internally, and then you'll come up with the number, and then you'll be like, "Let me recalculate it. Let me recalculate again."
Yeah.
Do you find yourself doing that?
Yeah, I get to second guessing myself.
And that's where you can mess up, especially when it comes to relationships. When it comes to relationships, oftentimes, you know, one thing about society, American society, it's poisoned us when it comes to relationships. We just expect everything bad. And then you go through a couple bad experiences that'll confirm everything else. But you just know that your bad experiences were just experiences to help you reach your greatest self. You can't let those experiences stop you. In relationships, do you sometimes find yourself dealing with a lot of jealousy with who you're with?
Yeah, like one of my relationships, you know, I got rid of all my male friends. Because, you know, he was, you know, jealous men that, you know, I wasn't into, you know, colleagues, schoolmates. Yeah.
Yeah, that's one of the things where that could be a tough situation for you to deal with. And are you still with that person?
No,
okay.
I'm not with him.
Yeah, that's one of the challenges. It's like almost like, because with you being an 8 of spades, you have a. I'm pretty sure you're fairly refined, and you attract people who look at things on somewhat of a superficial level, but at the same time, you want something deeper than something superficial. So that's why you can sometimes tend to attract jealous guys. That's something that you want to look out for. You want to make, like, with your card, the most compatible cards if you're dealing with a man, and at some point, and for everybody out there, I'm always available for consultations. And is this the right person? You want to look out for men who are 7 of diamonds, 2 of clubs, 6 of clubs, 4 of clubs, 10 of clubs, 7 of clubs, and 6 of diamonds, 4 of spades, king of spades, and 6 of hearts. You can always go back and listen to the replay of this, and if you don't have any notes, write that down. Those are type men that will be most compatible with you. You know, and you get that again, like through looking up their birthdays. And like I say, I'm always open. Like for you, I'll do. If you hit me up, if you dealing with somebody, hit me up and give me their birthday, and I'll be like, do something real quick, and be like, hey,
definitely, yep, I'm definitely gonna do that.
Yeah, and know this, that you're very brilliant. You're very brilliant, and you got to have faith. You have to have confidence in that. Know that. Be very confident in your brilliance.
Thank you for saying that, because, you know, my family and close friends, they can see my brilliance, but like people that meet me for the first time, they don't necessarily see it, because I'm not a very talkative person. I got to warm up to you.
You know why? Because as an 8 of spades, your Pluto's a 7 of clubs, and one thing about that, and your your brilliance it's rooted very deep in your subconscious. Like your brilliance is very deep, and it's like a volcano. You know what I mean? Volcanoes are always there, but that lava is way down deep in the earth, And so the volcano could just look like a regular old mountain to the casual person. You know, it takes somebody with some kind of a vision. Oh no, there ain't no regular mountain over there. That's a volcano. And your knowledge is down there like that. You don't. Matter of fact, you don't even need to show it to everybody, but it's there for those who need it, and it's there for those who can. You're going to show it to those people who deserve it, and make sure that you do that. For those who deserve it, be there. And if you're around somebody who don't deserve it, it's okay just to sit back in your pocket.
Okay. All right. It's okay to be quiet and shut up.
Yeah, like the difference, like me, I run my mouth all the goddamn time. You know what I mean? You more gonna be like, yeah, you know what? I don't need to run my mouth. I'm gonna sit back in the cut. But if time comes for me to say something, you're gonna probably have the most insightful words. When it's time to say something, you're probably gonna be the most insightful out the group.
Mm-hmm.
Because you're a natural good communicator.
Yeah. Yep, only speak when necessary. And I'm learning. Well, I learned a couple of years ago not to be irked when, like, sometimes people just find themselves to me and ask me for my advice and opinion all the time. I used to get irked by that because I don't like talking. But now, you know, what you're saying tonight, now I can understand. I can understand now.
Yeah, it's like, it's not about judging ourselves. You know what I mean? That's just who you are. Everybody got to be their own way to make this thing work. You know what I mean? Everybody can't be the person that's always running their mouth and in front and all out there. Some people, and the thing about you is, it's natural, and the people around you that need your information, they can read you and tell you the one to ask. That's why people come to you, because you carry that energy, and so you're gonna make sure that you know you do that. And one thing about your passion. You're the kind of person that you fuck with the big stuff. Now, the small stuff, you kind of like, yeah. The big stuff is what turns you on. Is that right?
Yeah, and then I get intimidated because, you know, I'm just one person because, you know, I have a lot of art projects that come to mind, and then I want to do it on a mass scale and sell, like, multiple versions. And I'm like, wait a minute, I can't do all that. I'm just one person, so I get intimidated.
Yes, you can. You got to remember that. Here's the thing about it. You may not be able to do it with the breadth of information that you have now, but the fact that it's in you, means there's a way to get it done. So if there's something that you feel that you want to get done on a mass scale, pursue and find out how to get it done. Spend your energy on figuring out how to get it done than telling yourself that you can't get it, you can't do it. Because when you figure out a way to get it done, whatever project if your inner vision tells you this is the project to do on the mass scale, spend your time finding out how to get that done, because that means there are a lot of people out there who will receive what you have to offer on a mass scale. Have that confidence.
Okay. Will do.
All right?
All right. Thank you so much, Dewan.
All right. You have a good one.
All right. You too. Bye-bye.
See how the cards work, people? You know, we've had 2 people call in with the same exact card and had way different readings. So the cards are a general guided way to get you there. The readings is gonna get you on the instincts is gonna get you on right there on the point. Oh shit. A mere drunk ass back in here. Salute to you, brother. But yeah, this is a little bit of what I do. We gonna be having regular cardology readings on the Patreon, and if you want your own, again, email me info@dewanb.com, and we can set that up and really get in depth for you, the individual. You dig? You dig? So yeah. I think I'm done doing readings for the night. One thing about channeling, it takes a lot of energy. Takes a lot of energy to tap in. And my tapping in energy is done. Oh, Jack King, you said you want one? Oh, Jack King, you want what's your area code, Jack King? I remember you did. If you want to call in, Jack King, call in. What's your area code? I'll make sure I answer your call. I could do one because I did see you type in your birthday earlier. If you want to call in, Jack King, call in. And just type in your area code. I'll make sure you don't want to answer. Yeah, Janice, I'm glad you popped in too over on Facebook. I'm glad I started this thing where I'm able to broadcast back on different locations. I appreciate you for popping in over on the Facebook side. 757, yeah. So call in, Jack King. I'm my phone line back open. I open it back up specifically for you. Text me, well, not text me. Tell me your birthday and call in, brother Jack King, in the chat room. What's up, Jay Jimerson? What's up, Afro Elite? I appreciate you, Star. King David, what's up, y'all? Well, I'm giving you like a minute to call in, bruh. If you don't call in the next minute, oh, here it is. Here it is. All right, what's up, brother? How's it doing? How's it going today?
Hey, what's up, DeWine? This is Jack calling. My birthday is 5/23/88. I'm from Hampton, Virginia.
52388. Yo, you a 9 of clubs. Okay. You said you're from Hampton, Virginia?
Yeah.
What's do you know what time you were born?
Nah, I don't really know what time I was born. I could take a guess, but I'd just be guessing. I'm not sure.
It's all good. It's all good. Okay. So you said March 23rd?
No, May 23rd.
Oh, May 23rd. Okay, I'm about to give you a reading for the wrong mother. What city were you born in?
Hampton, Virginia.
Hampton, Virginia. I was about to give you you said May, not March. May. Okay, so I said, okay, yeah, you're not a club. You're not a club. You make decisions on how you feel. Is that about right? Or how something makes you feel, how that thing makes you feel.
Oh, kind of, sort of, I would say. Yeah, I think I'd agree with that. Make decisions on how things make me feel.
Like it got to move you for you to make a decision, and that's a good thing. You know, go with it. Go with it.
Mm-hmm.
You are. Let's see. As a 9 of clubs, again, you're back to being you're a good communicator. You know, communication, which you've been a club, teaching, communication, talking. These are things that tend to come to you fairly naturally.
Yeah, I would say so.
You would say so? Yeah, use it. Use that to your advantage. As a 9 of clubs, sometimes your struggle can be mental development, like when it comes to developing. Do you tend to get tied down to some things that are already that you believe in, and are you somewhat unmovable on things?
Nah, I would think I'm kind of like open-minded.
Okay, so you're the high vibration of it. Okay, so yeah, good. So because if you're struggling with it, I was going to say to open up your mind, because that's where your keys are. Your open-mindedness is a
Gotcha.
good thing. So since you're already there, keep running with it. Like your open-mindedness, you may interact with people who are more closed-minded than you. You can't let them get you off your square.
Gotcha.
You can't let them tell you, "Oh, you been too, no." If you see things from an open point of view, rock with it, no matter what people around you may say or not say.
I got a quick question. I was wondering kind of sort of about like the hidden talent aspect, or like just like kind of sort of like what I could be good at, trying to get some insight on that, like seeing if I could discover something new that I don't know that, you know what I'm saying, I could be good or great at.
Okay, some things that you could be really good and great at. And your birthday one more time is May 23rd.
May 23rd.
You want to trust your instincts. Your biggest thing is whatever that is. I'm pretty sure you've had things that you were really interested in, but you want to watch out on giving up too early. That's
on the money. I feel like I do, like, you know what I'm saying, I feel like I jack trades, you know what I mean? Like, I don't really master them. I get bored and move on to the next. That's pretty on the spot.
Yeah, don't give up. Like it's natural. And I feel, and I'm a lot like that, where I'll get bored too on things. But sometimes you may get bored and move on. And you'll find that after you moved on for certain things that you think you moved on from mentally, internally they're still calling you. And
I double back. But it's like starting anew.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I could just keep that momentum going.
So know that about yourself. Now that you know that one of your issues is giving up too easily. When you feel like giving up, fight that urge and keep pushing through, because you want to make sure that, if you give it up, it's something that's worth giving up. You want to make sure you're not giving up anything that's worth holding on to. And one of your gifts is your inner vision. You have a strong inner vision. And your inner visions are true. They're correct. They're real. What you see internally is every bit as real as the mouse on your keyboard that you're touching on your phone. This is every bit as real as your car. Even though you don't materially see it, that vision you have inside of you is every bit as real as the things you do see. Think of it like this. Everything that you have around you was once someone else's inner vision. You got to know that. You got to know that your inner visions, they're just as real. They just haven't gone through the process of becoming material. But you're never going to make your inner visions material things if you keep giving up on it too easily.
Gotcha. Yeah,
An environment for you is the mountains. The mountains is a great place for you to make, like in nature. That's a good place for you to get away from, to get quiet, to get real focused about your inner vision and what's inside of you. A good career fields for you, like you've been a Gemini. You've been a Gemini night at clubs. They're good architects. They're good draftsmen. They're good journalists. Things dealing with writing. Things dealing with giving your opinion. Skillful with your hands. Things working with your hands. You good speakers, reporters. Even if you have any kind of interest in theater, radio, or even things like electricity, because it's a conductor. Electricity is also a conductor. These are things that if any of those things fall into something that piques your interest, investigate them further.
Yeah, that makes a lot of sense what you're saying. I do. I feel that sort of way about myself, kind of, sort of, but like just hearing it like on the random, like for, you know what I'm saying, that's a good source of reassuredness for me, I feel like. So yeah, because I appreciate the read again.
One thing about the cards, here's how the cards work, and numerology and astrology. You already get these things in your instincts and your feelings, But we've been trained as Americans to not trust it. We've been trained to follow the program. So when you get these instinctual things, you can tend to outguess yourself. The cards, these sciences, like the science like cardology, is really just bringing out what's already there. It is confirmation because you already knew before you made this call, but you needed some reassurance.
Yeah. Yeah, is that true, man? Like, I don't know. It's kind of crazy how accurate these things can be, but yeah, I'm glad that I was able to call in today and had that reassured for me, and I ain't gonna hold you no longer. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna go ahead and let you get on with the rest of your night. I appreciate that you opened up the lines just for me specifically, and yeah, man, I wish you the best of luck.
Yeah, I felt your energy when you typed it. I saw your name down there, and I saw that. I was like, no, I gotta tighten my brother up, man. So yeah, man, do something with it, man, and much love and much success to you, my brother.
All right, man. Bet.
Yes, sir. Yeah, at the end of the day, the cards don't tell you any more about yourself than what you already know. I can't tell you anything that you haven't already felt and experienced on the inside. I'm just reading your cards and I'm channeling my feeling, what I feel. Again, we have more comprehensive consultations where I can go really in depth. If you're thinking about dating somebody, you're thinking about taking it serious, you want to know if it'll work or not, hit me up for one of my private consultations. I can read you. You don't even need to be with the person that you want a reading of. You know what I mean? If you considering dating somebody and you know their name, be a little slick. Ask them, hey, where were you born? Do you know what time you were born? What city was it in? The more that you can give me, the more accurate I can be. And I can, help you, discover, where that bond is between you and the next person. I can help you discover, what you want to do next in life, the next move you want to make. All that. I'm here to help you out. You dig what I'm saying? But I'm about to get up out of here. I appreciate y'all being on here for 2.5 hours. I think tomorrow, with the Game 7 going on, I think I might do it live during Game 7 tomorrow, the playoffs. I think I'm gonna do it live, and we gonna talk basketball while the game is going on tomorrow. So for those of you interested in basketball, I think we gonna talk some basketball tomorrow. I can't guarantee, but pay attention to my YouTube. Hit your notification bell. Make sure you get your notifications, because I think I might do a live basketball thing tomorrow. But in the meantime, I appreciate y'all. Sign up for the Patreon. We're going to do this again next week on the Patreon. And I'll be able to go a little more in depth. I'll do, 15-minute readings on Patreon for a full hour-long session. You can book me, and we can do a full in-depth session. I'm sure some of you may not want. Some of you may want to ask some things that are personal. But here on our public sessions, I'm only gonna say things that I see in public. I can see deeper than what I'm seeing right now, but I'm not gonna do that on YouTube. I'm gonna give you the general stuff on YouTube, so all your business ain't out there for everybody. But in private sessions, we'll get really personal. All right. So remember this, there are no perfect messengers, only perfect messages for those who are willing to pick up the game. My name is Dewan. I'm out.